Previous passengers recall ill-fated Titan. I 100% knew this was going to happen. Talk to someone who rode on the Titan submersible, and they're likely to mention a technological glitch. The propulsion system failed or communications with people on the surface cut out. Maybe there were problems balancing weights on board. They are also likely to mention Stockton Rush, the OceanGate Expeditions CEO who died on the fatal trip this week. He has been described by past passengers as both a meticulous planner and an overconfident pioneer. In the wake of the Titan's fatal implosion near the Titanic shipwreck on Sunday, some people who embarked on the company's deep-sea expeditions described experiences that foreshadowed the tragedy and look back on their decision to dive as a bit naive. But others expressed confidence and said that they felt they were in good hands, nearly 13,000 feet, 3,962 meters, below the ocean's surface. Like playing Russian roulette. I 100% knew this was going to happen, said Brian Weed, a camera operator for the Discovery Channel's Expedition Unknown show, who has felt sick to his stomach since the sub's disappearance Sunday. US and Canada start the process of determining how the Titanic-bound submersible imploded. Authorities from the US and Canada began the process of investigating the cause of the fatal Titan submersible implosion even as they grappled with questions of who was responsible for determining how the tragedy unfolded. A formal inquiry has not yet been launched because maritime agencies are still busy searching the area where the vessel was destroyed, killing all 5 people aboard, the U.S. Coast Guard said Friday. Debris was located about 12,500 feet, 3,810 meters, underwater, several hundred feet away from the Titanic wreckage it was on its way to explore. The U.S. Coast Guard led the initial search and rescue mission, which was a massive international effort that likely cost millions of dollars. It was not entirely clear Friday who would have the authority to lead what is sure to be a complex investigation involving several countries. OceanGate Expeditions, the company that owned and operated the Titan, is based in the U.S. But the submersible was registered in the Bahamas. OceanGate is based in Everett, Washington, but closed when the Titan was found. Meanwhile, the Titan's mothership, the Polar Prince, was from Canada, and those killed were from England, Pakistan, France, and the U.S. Follow the timeline of the Titan submersible's journey from departure to discovery. The wrecks of the Titanic and the Titan sit on the ocean floor, separated by 1,600 feet, 490 meters, and 111 years of history. How they came together unfolded over an intense week that raised temporary hopes and left lingering questions. The Polar Prince, a Canadian icebreaker ship, steamed out of Newfoundland on Friday, June 16, towing the experimental Titan submersible and carrying the 5-man team headed to explore the iconic ocean liner's watery gravesite. 3 missions involving other teams had been scrapped due to bad weather in the previous 4 weeks, but the latest OceanGate Expeditions group was hopeful. A weather window has just opened up and we are going to attempt a dive tomorrow, renowned adventurer Hamish Harding said Saturday on Instagram. More expedition updates to follow if the weather holds. Quote. The dive down. Moving about the Polar Prince, mission participants were required to wear water-activated life vests, bright orange jackets, helmets and steel-toed boots, said Arnie Weissman, a journalist who spent 8 days aboard the support ship in May before his mission was aborted.
Just before a dive, they change into fleece vests, black flight suits bearing the OceanGate logo and warm socks, no shoes allowed on the submersible.